Hey everyone, I was watching this TikTok recently that was talking about why we as a society stopped living with our families. And it makes me think about like if your family is like 10 people, why are we moving across the country and separating ourselves, paying for 10 mortgages, 10 utility bills, when maybe we could come together and spend a lot less money? And I feel like that is because we have a fried nervous system and our bodies are fighting against toxic water, toxic food, horrible governmental systems. And it really poses the question for me of like, okay, maybe I didn't have the best skills in maybe living with my family for my whole life. Maybe that was something that was really difficult for me in the sense of like maybe we don't have the skills to be able to heal that trauma together. Maybe we should all go to therapy together. And yes, talking about like my family, but maybe also everyone's families. There's so many things that happen within our family that we just sweep under the rug, and how our society also calls for that separation in the sense of, yeah, go out, live in a different state, build your reality exactly the way that you want to build your reality, and like don't deal with all this other heavy, hard stuff. So in order to continue to keep that reality created, we have to get these jobs within these systems that are paying these corporations. And we're pretty much like allowing our energy to be harvested so that we can stay within this reality where maybe we don't have to come to terms or talk about our ancestral traumas or things that are really keeping us from really embracing our truest self and healing a lot of inner child things and traumas and so many things. Life is so complicated. But I feel like this is just a really interesting conversation that's kind of happening in my head as we, all receive some election results that maybe we're not super happy about. And I feel like the message for me here is how can we come together and, yes, maybe be separate in our own homes and have our own space because maybe our nervous systems aren't ready to be in constant communication with each other. Maybe we're very sensitive beings that need our space for whatever reason. And how do we come together and find equilibrium in this world that tells us to be separate, but maybe indigenously our DNA is telling us to come together, to help each other, to be together, and to support each other during these times. And maybe that looks like chosen family, maybe that looks like your actual family. And I know there are a lot of different family dynamics out there, but as now I'm in a time where I am living with family, it's very interesting what comes up and what just needs to be talked about, because it's like, okay, well, this is where I live and I can't go anywhere else. So we just have to figure it out. And how I think sometimes because of materialism, we can pay for something to just go away. We can pay for something to just help us dissociate. And maybe sometimes social media is like that, maybe different forms of materialism are like that. And really, this is a call for us to get in the dirt, figure the shit out, and come together, because I think the age of separation is coming to a close, and with that maybe comes a lot of heaviness, because you're like, damn, I have to rely on other people. I can't do this all by myself. The corporations and the governmental systems are crumbling. No one is here to take care of me and solve all my problems. Now I am the one that needs to solve my problems. So how can we come together to support each other, whether family, chosen family, etc., to help all of us and each other get through these times, these very transitional times? So I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening, and stay strong.